Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Debbie and I am a money coach. And today I want to talk to you about being too hard on ourselves and how that relates to money. Because I truly believe that your emotions are tied to money. The other day I was running late with my little one. I had to drop her off at school and then come back and then sign into my 9 to 5. And when I was rushing to get her out the door, I'm down the street, and as I'm turning the corner, I see a mom pull up in a minivan. And as soon as the door slides open, out falls one of the kids' backpacks and lunch boxes and an umbrella right on the street. The frustration from that mom in getting everything, picking it up, everything was wet, and then getting her kids out and running past us down the block really got me thinking about how hard we are on ourselves. We've all, I believe, have mornings like this or a day like this, right? Where no matter what you do, even if you leave your house on time, there is bad weather, you get stuck in traffic. You start having a bad day from the minute you wake up until you're gonna go to sleep. It's like a cloud that's like over your head, right? And when it comes to having a bad day, how do you think about money? Right? I've shared with you guys before, I'm not much of a spender, but I had a horrible day at work. So I decided to go to the mall. And as I'm walking through, I go to the clearance section of the handbags because I love a good handbag. And I bought myself a Michael Kors bag that was on clearance with an additional sale, and they accepted my coupon. So even when I did my emotional spending, or like retail therapy, which I don't like that term. But even then, I was still being frugal about it. That's just me. And I have clients, I have friends, I have subscribers, I have acquaintances, I have family members that tell me that they believe in retail therapy. Like that they believe that if they go and they shop and they buy something, it makes them feel better, right? If any of you have ever gone to therapy ever in your life, when you leave, you feel better than when you walked in. I can tell you when I walked in and out of that mall, I felt the same. I just had a little bit of time to decompress before I went home. So I was glad I took the time, but that's all I got from it. I have friends that do the complete opposite. It doesn't have to just be negative feelings. I have friends that have gotten promotions. I have friends that have gotten bonuses, that have gotten new jobs. And what they do is they also are like, I'm going to treat myself. Like I deserve it. Like I got this bonus, I deserve it. And absolutely. If you follow me at all, you know that my budgeting style, what I talk to my clients about, it's always about flexibility. And you should be treating yourself. You should have extra money for yourself. And if you get extra money in, like a bonus or a raise, of course you should take some of that money and treat yourself to something because you earned it, right? But there is a difference, just like with life, how you can't go too further to one extent than the other, right? The same thing goes with money. If you are in credit card debt, should you go and upgrade your car because you got a bonus or because you got a raise in money? No, right? Because all you're going to do then is increase your expenses. Increasing your expenses when you have money, extra money coming in, when you have credit card debt or you have a savings goal in mind, what you're really doing is you're self-sabotaging. And then after you spend that money, you know that feeling is going to come back and you're going to think to yourself like, oh, I had the opportunity to take this extra money and throw it at the goal that I really wanted. And instead, what I did was set myself back. So there is a complete difference between treating yourself and going too far. Another feeling, which is kind of funny, that I've heard of from my friends, are when they've had too much to drink. I had a friend of mine who had a party at her house and she had too much to drink. But she told me that 3 days later, she's coming home and she can't see her front door because it's stacked to stack boxes. And she's like, what's going on? She realized that because she was drunk, she got on her phone and she started ordering things. And next thing you know, she ordered things that she had no idea what they were. She had no idea what was in the boxes. And then it took her days to then have to process returns with Amazon and return everything that she spent because she had no idea that she did it. Because again, in her feelings, whatever she was feeling at that moment, And she told me it was like the most ridiculous things that she bought herself that she would never even have spent the money on because she didn't need those items. And some of them she had never even heard of. So funny story. But again, feelings and money, right? Go hand in hand. So I believe that if you have a few seconds before you make a purchase, when your mind is on something, whether it's something happy, whether it's something stressful, whether it's something sad, those extra few seconds can really make you take a pause and have you reflect on what your next goal is. And then it can have you not overspend at all. I have a whole video on how to avoid impulse shopping, and I'm gonna link it at the end. And in that, I had one tip that I shared in that video. It was to disconnect your credit card from whatever app you like to shop at. Because the time that it takes you to put something in your cart, but not be able to click purchase, have to get up, go get your wallet or purse, find that credit card, come back, and then try to put in all of your address, credit card information, and everything else, those moments might be enough time for you to reflect on what you're doing and be able to change your mind and make you realize, wait a minute, like I shouldn't do that. And hopefully you don't hit purchase. One thing I definitely do is I have my goal on my screensaver on my phone because we can't go anywhere without our phones, right? We drive everywhere with them. We can't leave the house with them. So anytime that I'm having a bad moment, I pick up my phone and I look at my goal. Not because I'm gonna overspend, but just simply to stay focused so that I know that I can achieve that goal even faster if it's on my mind when I'm not feeling at my best. When I was at work and people would tempt me with like buying food, takeout, or ordering in, or an expensive cup of coffee or anything like that. Back then, my goal was Disney. So I had a picture of the Disney castle and I taped it to the bottom of my computer screen whenever anyone would ask me, and I knew that I didn't have enough fun money because I was really saving for something else or a fun activity with the kids, or I didn't want to sabotage my savings at all, I would look at that picture and it helped me say no thank you because it helped me stay focused. So that's just another tip I want to give you, because sometimes visual cues can really help you pause and make a different decision altogether. I was talking to a client of mine who just got a new job and she was so excited about this new job. And her first task, unfortunately, was to let someone go. And she was feeling horrible about it. So she obviously went through with it and she let the person go. But then afterwards, she went to retail therapy and she started shopping, went to the mall. And she told me, she goes, I have to continuously do this because we're having cutbacks. I have to let someone else go. And she's like, and I spent too much at the mall. I wasn't thinking. And I was like, first of all, stop being so hard on yourself. Like, you went through something really bad that you've never done before. You felt awful, but it was part of your job, right? But it's how we learn from our mistakes. Like, it's how we learn from our habits when we catch ourselves that really can make the difference and change your relationship with your money. So I told her, next time that you're feeling bad, now that you know that you're going to turn to retail therapy and you're going to overspend, what you should do is take that pause. Pause for one moment before you get in the car to go to the mall and think to yourself, what can I do instead? So she started going for long walks during her lunch hour. And she jokes around that her job is a lot more stressful, although she still loves it, but she's already lost 3 pounds. And she's like, how great is this that I'm still doing a job I love, but when I have a stressful moment, I go for a really long walk and here we are 3 pounds lighter. I'm like, how great is that to take a bad habit and turn it into something good, because you have that little bit of time where you can make that switch in your mind and turn something negative into something positive. So I just wanted to share that with you today, because I know that we have all had moments where we've overslept, stuck in traffic, starts to rain and everyone slows down to like 5 miles an hour, rushing to get our kids to work, rushing to get out the door, having a bad day that just continues on and on. But try to think about your relationship with your money and try to think about how, before you go and make a financial decision that could negatively affect your goal, take a little bit of time, even if it's just a few seconds, and think to yourself, instead of doing this, what can I do that would be positive for me, that would make me feel better at the end? And if you guys have never budgeted before and you want to get started, I have a free printable that I'm going to link down below. And if you use it, it's the bare basics, but it has every category. So no matter what your lifestyle is, you'll be able to come up with your initial budget. And it gives you a platform to then move on to a better budget down the line. But at least you're getting started. And if you guys need additional help from me, I'm offering my clients a one-on-one money coaching sessions right now. It's a 12-week program. And if you're interested, I'm going to leave a link to my calendar down below. Feel free to click it and schedule a call with me, and let's talk. Let's talk about how you can change your relationship with your money so that you can achieve every goal that you set for yourself. And I want to be there, and I want to help you and help you get to that goal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please click the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and to click on that bell. And if you know that this video can help someone that you care about, please share it with them. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.